So the piece I wrote for Delirium, it's called The Reign Over Just and Unjust. And I try to be quite literal with what I used musically. I'm very focused into the connection between the meaning of text and words with the music. So what I mostly do is trying to express the words or the title of the music I'm doing with the music itself. So this is not easy to do whatsoever, and I asked some composition teachers, and they don't give me really like a concrete answer, because it's a really hard question. But this is what interests me the most as a composer, and I don't want to drop that. I still want to continue working like this. Doesn't mean that I'm against pure music. I also love that, and the piece I'm working currently is just pure music. There is no connection to text and anything like this. So the piece, the title is The Reign Over Just and Unjust. So I tried really musically to build these three things. First is the rain. The rain is very obviously throughout the piece, and I try to show with the music like elements from rain. So rain has like this kind of infinite articulations that I try to show with musically. Also wind and drops and a thunder. So the thunder it became a lot more important in the piece than I expected, and it seems like landmarks in the piece. And I'm actually very happy with the result of that. And then I try to express like what are the unjust and the just. So I try to write very symbolic about this. I guess many people would say that they don't see this in the music, and that's actually great feedback for me. So the part of the unjust persons, I'm not trying to judge anybody. What I was trying to show is like a human condition that everybody somehow struggles in life, and sometimes we see ourselves in increasingly difficult experiences. And I try to highlight that with a choir, that whenever they make downward movements, I highlight that and show that. So there is this person, which is the just. And it's a very important figure in this piece. And I try to really highlight that as much as I can. And in a way, this person changes everything. And then later on at the end, when the unjust people, they reappear again, but because this just person appeared, it changes a lot the situation of these so-called unjust people. And I try to show that musically by, instead of showing them the downward movements, but the upward movements that show in this choir. So this choir is me trying to express a bit of the human condition, and then this one person changing everything. So that's actually what all my piece is about.